Concerning a forthcoming project, Joseph Quinn and Marvel Studios are close to agreeing on an agreement. The Stranger Things star will portray one of the numerous heroes of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now, this is speculation at this point, but the possibility seems high. But who could he portray? Many speculate he might appear in the Fantastic Four upcoming film, as the cast has yet to be announced. What else do we know about Fantastic Four? When will it be released? Let's take a look. First up, will Stranger Things' Joseph Quinn join the Marvel Universe? Marvel Studios and Joseph Quinn are close to agreeing on a project. The Stranger Things actor will be portraying one of the numerous heroes of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. However, it still needs to be determined which character he could be playing. However, based on the films that have been announced, many people strongly believe that Joseph Quinn is almost certain to land the role of Reed Richards from Marvel's first family, the Fantastic Four. How iconic would that be? Although Stranger Things had been a worldwide hit since its Netflix debut in 2016 and has given rise to several breakout stars, few have achieved Quinn's instant fandom. Therefore, it makes perfect sense that Joseph Quinn would join the Marvel team as soon as possible. Many of the original MCU stars have left the hugely successful and intricate brand, and Kevin Feige must always be looking to sign new performers who will bring along a new audience of their own. Now, it's no secret that Joseph Quinn gained notoriety as the metalhead with a good heart, Eddie Munson, on Stranger Things, but his resume suggests he might adapt his image to Marvel's preferences. Quinn has acted in several television shows, including his historical drama Catherine the Great on Sky, the fantasy series Game of Thrones on HBO, and the BBC One program Dickensian, which proposed that all of Charles Dickens' most well-known characters lived in a single shared universe. Before joining Marvel Studios, Joseph Quinn, at the very least, had the idea down. Various actors had portrayed Reed Richards in different movies, most notably Ioan Gruffudd in the Fox Fantastic Four movies from the early 2000s, and Miles Teller in the 2015 attempt at a remake. John Krasinski most recently portrayed the original Marvel Super Team's captain in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, albeit only in an alternate reality. We believe that Joseph Quinn might be cast in that Marvel role, given that there has been no hint that Krasinski will remain for the upcoming Fantastic Four movie. Speaking of the Fantastic Four, what do we know so far about the reboot? Even if Marvel Phase 6's Fantastic Four adaptation in the MCU is still a ways off, there is still a lot to get excited about. With the quickly approaching release of Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, along with the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas/holiday special, Marvel Phase 4 has just come to an end, bringing us closer than ever to the long-awaited return of Marvel's first family. Of course, various theories are floating around the internet about who might play Reed Richards, Susan Storm, Johnny Storm, and Ben Grimm, though the cast has yet to be officially announced. John Krasinski's appearance as Mr. Fantastic and Doctor Strange makes this speculation a little more difficult. Despite the lack of a cast, the film has a director and a producer, along with a release date, so stay tuned for all the need-to-know details. So, when is the release date? Fantastic Four will now be released on February 14th, 2025, rather than November 8, 2024, as Kevin Feige initially stated at the San Diego Comic-Con. Now, this is mostly due to a change in the Marvel release timetable, with Thunderbolts capping off Phase 5 and Black Panther: Wakanda Forever concluding Marvel Phase 4. The movie's still scheduled to open Phase 6. Are there any storylines yet? The Fantastic Four storyline has yet to be revealed by Marvel, although Kevin Feige has stated that it won't be another origin narrative. The foursome initially acquired superpowers due to exposure to cosmic rays while on a moon research mission, but this is unlikely to be seen on film again, as we're all very familiar with the Genesis story. The real question is, how can they use that to teach them something new? Now that the origin story served as the basis for the past adaptations, it makes reasonable that Marvel would use a different strategy for the upcoming movie. Additionally, the company steers clear of traditional storylines in its MCU movies. Given that they made their debut in 1961, the Fantastic Four may take many different turns. In addition, the new movie contains a ton of formidable adversaries, including Doctor Doom, Galactus, Namor, and Kl'rt. In addition, Ronan the Accuser, played by Lee Pace in Captain Marvel and Guardians of the Galaxy, has already been encountered by them. What about the cast? Despite several reports, no casting for the Fantastic Four has been officially confirmed. Marvel still needs to confirm which of its former stars will return in the future movie. On the other hand, who won't appear in the film is something we do know. Anyone from the earlier Fantastic Fantastic Four films can be ruled out, especially Chris Evans and Michael B. Jordan, who both played Johnny Storm, aka the Human Torch, and now play separate roles in the MCU. In addition, John Krasinski from The Office played an alternate version of Reed Richards in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, but he won't likely play the character again in the standard Marvel Cinematic Universe. Finally, who will direct the film? Matt Shakman, who directed WandaVision, will now be in charge of directing Fantastic Four, as was announced at D23. John Watts was chosen to helm Fantastic Four when it was first revealed. The director is also responsible for Sony Pictures and Marvel Studios' highly popular Spider-Man trilogy, which includes Spider-Man Homecoming, Spider-Man Far From Home, and Spider-Man No Way Home. He has since declared that he will not be directing another superhero film. While on the topic of Marvel and upcoming films, let's take a look at what's to come next. First up, Ant-Man is coming February 2023. Get ready to be taken on another captivating journey with Paul Rudd and Evangeline Lilly as Ant-Man and the Wasp. Mark your calendars. The third installment of their series, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, will premiere on February 17th, 2023. Fans have been eagerly awaiting this movie ever since it was announced following the success of its predecessors. One of the most important Marvel news items from SDCC 2022 is that Ant-Man 3 will be the first film in the MCU's Phase 5 sequence. Hank Pym, played by Michael Douglas, and Janet Van Dyne, played by Michelle Pfeiffer, will reappear with the duo. Cassie Lang, who Emma Furman portrayed in Avengers Endgame, will now be taken on by Catherine Newton. The Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania video also shows the cutting-edge city and sizable army constructed by Kang the Conqueror, giving viewers a longer glimpse inside the quantum realm. The movie's plot's broad strokes have also been made public. Cassie Lang, whose updated version made her on-screen debut in the teaser, creates a device to transmit a signal to the quantum realm, drawing Cassie, Scott, Hope, Janet, and Hank into the realm in an effort to maybe contact or help other souls lost. The Ant-Man 3 trailer concludes with Kang making Scott an offer. However, it's unclear what the agreement entails. Additionally, even though MODOK, who is revealed to be a villain in the film, isn't depicted in the teaser, it also features the very first look at Bill Murray's Marvel character. Secondly, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is coming in May 2023. The Guardians will make a second cameo in their third movie, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Following their brief appearance in Thor: Love and Thunder, the trilogy's conclusion will be directed by James Gunn again, and the film appears to be a highly emotional journey. The high evolutionary Chukwudi Iwuji, one of the villains, will be in the future movie, and Rocket's past will be revealed, according to the Marvel panel at SDCC. Additionally, Will Poulter will play Adam Warlock, a superhuman created to wipe out the Guardians. Next, The Marvels, coming in July 2023. In her second movie, The Marvels, Captain Marvel won't be the only Marvel. Monica Rambeau, played by Teyana Paris, who was last seen getting some amazing abilities during the events of WandaVision, will be joining Brie Larson. Following her single appearance on Disney+, Iman Vellani will join the ensemble as the newly minted Kamala Khan, aka Miss Marvel. Now, we know that the three heroes will have to deal with a mysterious connection between all of their talents after the Miss Marvel post-credits sequence. There are rumors that the movie will also include a lot of musical components and be more funny. Captain America: New World Order, which will debut in May 2024. Anthony Mackie's transformation from Falcon to Captain America was showcased in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and will be reprising his role for the upcoming film, Captain America: New World Order. Julius Ona is set to direct the movie, with a script written by Malcolm Spellman and Dalen Moussan. Additionally, Tim Blake Nelson's character, The Leader, who first appeared in 2008's The Incredible Hulk, will also make an appearance, as well as TFATWS actors Danny Ramirez, Joaquin Torres, and Isaiah Bradley, Carl Lumbly. Now, finishing off Phase 5, we have Thunderbolts, coming in July 2024. At D23, Marvel revealed the anti-heroes who would captain its newest superhero squad, Thunderbolts. The most talented Marvel actors, including Yelena Belova, Florence Pugh, Red Guardian, David Harbour, Ghost, Hannah John Kamen, Bucky Barnes, Sebastian Stan, and U.S. Agent, will be enlisted by Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Valentina Allegra de Fontaine, Wyatt Russell. Phase 5 will be concluded by Thunderbolts, so be prepared for an explosive debut for the superhero collection. And lastly, the first film of Phase 6, Blade, is coming in September 2024. 3 years after Marvel revealed a new Blade movie as the Stinger at Comic-Con, we we still don't know anything much about it. The movie just had a director leave and has moved its release date back to give more time for production, but Mahershala Ali is still on board to play the famous vampire hunter. The movie was originally scheduled to debut as a Phase 5 Marvel movie, but with the most recent delay, which places it after Thunderbolts, it's probable that it will move to a Phase 6 release. Unfortunately, guys, that's all the time we had for today. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and as always, thanks for watching.